about 2 hours. I'm supposed to meet someone that I met on a Grab bike yesterday who's like, I can take you to different beautiful things in the city. Let's go. And I did talk to my friend about it, and he was like, who is this person? Is this safe? Blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, as long as I'm not being taken to the middle of nowhere, I'll do it. Okay, here's today's outfit. This is a shirt that I thrifted a few days ago. It's very cute, and it's honestly probably going to be one of my new favorite shirts. Got this pearl necklace here at a market. This was like $8. These jeans have been thrifted. I've been wearing them this whole trip. These shoes, I got them while I've been here. Bag is also thrifted. Like, oh, cutie pie. But I think the person who's going to give me this tour is here. And we're at this temple. And Noi Gu Tam Quan. So Do Tam Quan. I'm checking behind me to make sure I don't get attacked. Oh, there's a baby monkey over there. Hello.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So they have a few different options here. All of these are like $1, but I'm wondering what the difference is between these. I like when you add the right amount of spice to pho, because it gives you like this tangly head feeling. It's now described as like sort of spicy, a little bit of like the sharp sort of almost citrusy flavor from the leaves. Then there's a little bit of crunchiness. Then you have the lime in there. They didn't add any of those red peppers because I think that would just be a little. We're at Bobean is the name of this place. Take the coconut boat. I thought it was going to be 150,000 dong, but then they said 500,000, and I'm like, I could just leave. But then I was maybe going to pay, and then they brought it down to 300,000, so yeah, I paid 300,000 because why not? We're here, and yeah.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Sun.
Sun? I'm Prince.
Friend.
Prince.
Friend.
Prince.
Prince.
Yeah.
Prince. Okay.
It's a nice camera, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, handsome.
Handsome.
Yeah, handsome.
Handsome.
We're on the banana boat ride. The coconut boat ride. I got my price taken down from 500,000 Viet dong to
You know, football, Balotelli.
yeah.
You should say.
So I just did the boat ride. It was definitely one of... I have to give my review later, but it was ridiculous. But, hey, sometimes you have to do something to say that you did it. And I did the boat ride here, so... I wonder what's next on this strange tour of Da Nang. So, I just finished the coconut boat ride. When I tell you I usually hate this kind of stuff, hate it. Too many people with cameras. Even though I literally have a camera, I'm holding a camera. It usually costs too much. I hate the way they try and hype you up, make you ha ha ha, and it's fun when you do it with a lot of other people, but I did it alone, and it was honestly still very much worth it. Like, and granted, I did come and I realized, oh, they charge you per boat, and they tried to charge me 500,000, and then I was like, and then she was like 400,000, and I was like, and then they brought it down to 300,000. So I mean, that was like $10 for like 30 minutes of a ride. Not bad. I'm very curious what's next. Silly tourism sometimes is worth it. This famous artwork. I got a necklace for my mom. Just because I know she loves jewelry, and if I see something else she might like. What is he thinking? To be a better tourist and know what I'm doing, but I know that there's a series of caves here, different significances for all of them. You can pay to take an elevator here, or you can pay to walk. I paid 40,000 dong to walk, and apparently you can get to the gates of hell here, so maybe we'll end up in a horror movie, who knows.
And we flying into Brisbane, and
Let's go from this way. This place is an endless maze with endless stairs. And if it was a less weird weather day, I'd definitely sit down and have a beer. This place isn't that complicated, but I'm terrible at directions when it's like all these selective paths, so we're just gonna try and go towards the direction of gate 2. But I thought I went this way. What is this? If anything, I'm very impressed that this place is so huge. Like, I was just lost in there for like 40 minutes. Easily. I want a beer. I want a drink. It's time to go. Let's go. Oh, good lord. Look at that though. Beautiful. Stunning. Driver? Woo! This was a little workout though. Oh, and these stairs, like, this ain't no joke. All right, recording another update. I am like comically relieved after today, and I'm gonna explain why. And I think I explained this earlier, but to re-explain, hi, my name is Prince. I'm traveling through Southeast Asia, and I'm in my second half of the trip, and right now I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam. And yesterday I took a Grab bike back from Han Market, and the person that drove me was like, oh, do you want to be driven around the city tomorrow? And I can give you a good price and it'll be cheap. And mind you, travel safety rules say if you take an app ride with someone, like, don't mess around with them outside of the app. But I don't know. I feel like it depends on the context. 'Cause I was thinking about this earlier. Like, if I were somewhere like Mexico or somewhere with a lot of crime or crime targeted at foreigners, targeted, kidnapped, robbed, Vietnam isn't really that kind of place. Like, of course, it can happen anywhere. Like, I would be way more cautious. But this guy was nice. I mean, granted, when I got on the bike this morning and we started driving more outside of the city, I was kind of like, where are we even going? I didn't even ask him where we were going first. And I mean, like, in retrospect, these are things that I would recommend that people don't necessarily do. But he picked me up today at 10 a.m. and then we drove to that temple you saw earlier, which was beautiful. And then I got pho, and then he took me to this coconut boat ride thing, which I've seen on TikTok and online. And I was going to avoid it because it seems like something I wouldn't really do alone. But then I ended up going to it, and I got kind of a cheaper discount. And then it just ended up being kind of silly and something that, I don't know, it's like silly tourism I can handle because it's kind of like, why not sometimes? And mind you, this guy didn't give me a price at the beginning of the day. So I was like, if he asks for like 20, 30, 50, even $60, like, to me, I was like, upwards of 100, I would pay him theoretically. Cause I'm like, if this money means much more to this person and like there wasn't any creepy or weird stuff, like, it's almost like I'm glad to, you know? I don't know. I think about like when my mom visits Jamaica and she would like hire like a family friend to drive us around and she would like give him a good rate. And I kind of sort of have that philosophy as well. We went to this beautiful marble store where I actually got my mom a Christmas gift. I got her like a really beautiful necklace that was like $25. And then we went to the Marble Mountains where as you saw earlier, it was great. It was cool, but I was definitely kind of overwhelmed. And I don't really like nature oriented things where if I'm ready to leave, I have to like fight my way through everything, but it was still fun. And the price that he gave me at the end was 800,000 dong, which is roughly like, that's what I paid for the stuff I got at the thrift store like a day or two ago. That's like $35 for someone to drive you around for the whole day. And I don't know what the comparable price is here, like what a regular local would pay. But for me, I'm like $35 is what I'd pay for weed in the US. And he even said like, oh, let me know if that's too high for you because I really like you. Like this guy just seems like genuinely nice and trying to like make money. So I was just like, yeah, of course. I mean, I'm going to pay you the 80 because I'm like $35. It almost makes me happy in a way to give what I can give and still experience this city in a way that is one, efficient, but also with someone who's like from here. And so I said, yeah, let's go to Hoi An tomorrow. So he's going to pick me up at 5 p.m. But then I was also like, oh, what do you do for fun here? And I was kind of hoping like he'd be like, oh, I go to these bars and let's drink later. Because I'm like, you like me? Let's be friends. So I'm actually going to meet up with him outside in like 2.5 hours and go to this night market. But I'm just really stuck on this area of travel where I love when I go to places and people seem attracted to my energy or my vibe or whatever. Like, what would I be arguing about or what would I be mad about? I don't know. Like, and also things cost different here and that's like a factor. So I, of course, don't want to just like hand my money over and not really think about it. But $35 to be driven around today and see a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't necessarily think of. Like, honestly, going around today, I was like, have I even done research into Da Nang? Because there's all this stuff we saw today. And I'm like, what? If I was able to get $35 out of my pocket today and give someone what they theoretically would make, half of what they would make in 1 week, in 1 day, why the fuck wouldn't I do it? I don't even want to say proud. I'm grateful to hand over some of my privilege in a way that is totally reasonable. Having the ease to enter a situation and see what happens within certain parameters of safety and then seeing the benefit later on, because I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't do what I just did, or like people of different identities or backgrounds wouldn't just ride around with some random dude from Grab that they met the day before, but I did. I mean, I maybe that's like a part of my privilege as a cisgender dude, but maybe it's also a part of this better world that I want to live in where people can get to know each other in these ways. And I don't know, I just feel grateful for today. I feel lighter. I don't know. It's just kind of funny to me, and I don't really. We're at this night market here, and it looks like they have a lot of food. It's called Cho Demella. Different kind of foods here, but I'm not sure what I want to eat.
Và sau đây xin mời tất cả quý vị cùng đến với phần ca của Thảo Pha.
Ôm nhau và tạo thành một nhóm có 5 người, các bạn hiểu chưa? Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ chơi nháp nha. Con có ý kiến gì?
Okay, I realize that this is a market that I wanted to check out already, so maybe I'll find some things here that I like. I also have to eat. Okay, I think it might be time to leave this market soon. I had fun, but I don't need to get anything here. I think I'm shopped out, other than clothes. Ooh, ice cream does sound kind of good.